Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to add a power up to your Stencyl game. I've been checking YouTube for a while. I've not been able to find a video on how to add a power up, only coin scores. So I started working and I figured it out. So our power up, we're going to give our character um invisibility, not like completely, but he will not be able to be like touched by the enemy for him to die, so he can just walk past them, nothing is going to happen. Okay, so first you need to add just like a simple, maybe a star or anything. So I just added a moving strawberry. As you can see, this little animation over here, you can see it just moving up and down like it's stretching. Link might be in description, but I'm not really sure. But to this strawberry, it might not be. So just go look for maybe a star, anything, orange, pineapple, just something that like represents a power up. Okay, then what you need to do next is to create a group for your power up. So go to properties. I've already done that, but you can create a group by just create new, just name it power up. Since I already have a name called power up, just name power ups. Okay. Create. So as you can see, I've created a power up group. So then you have to create your hero too. You have to create a group for him. So as you can see, I've already done a hero power up. So let me just delete this one. Yeah, remove. Okay, so power up. So our power up should be able to collide with. So collision is like what you should be able to touch, what it cannot touch. So it can touch our hero, that's our main character, and our tiles, that's our floor. So it can stay, not that it will just fall out of the game. Same thing for hero. It can touch our tiles, power up, and actors are our enemies. I didn't really make a group for the enemy, so sorry. I didn't really make a group for the enemy, so I just left it at actors. Okay, so after all this is done, power up, tiles, all this stuff, then you click OK. Then your group, you come down and change it from whatever group it was in before to power up. Then go to your hero, properties, then whatever group it was in before, change it to hero. Like as you can see, I've already done that. So then you need to go to our hero events. Then all this, you have to do all this. Wait, let me just bring this code out. Let me just bring it out. Okay, let's just say you add event. Go to add event, collision, a group and group. Then you an actor of choose your group. Our group was hero power up. So as you can see, so let's go back here. It's just like the same thing here. Don't mind all these codes that are here. I'm going to explain it right now. First, you need to firstly to get this power up, go to this place here, game attributes, create new game attributes, name it power up. I already have a power up, so I can't name two things the same name. So power ups, then you set it to boolean. It should be a boolean, and initial value should be false. Okay, initial value should be false, and that's pretty much it. Then press OK. Then it might show here. If it does not show here, just refresh by, I think, Control R, I think. Yeah, refresh. Just refresh the whole page. It's refreshing. Okay. Hero group. Okay, just refresh. And when you come back, it will show. So then go into settings. Then set your power up. I'm just going to be doing the same thing all over again. So set power up then search true, set power up to true. This is like saying if a hero hits our power up, that we are going to put the power up in level 1. If he hits it, let's like just change this value to true. Our initial value was false, so we're just checking. This is just like checking if something happened. Do this. So I just want to put it in our code. So as soon as our hero hits our power up, we want to kill like the power up so that it looks like our hero just absorbed the power up. So kill. So kill. Then second actor, which is the power up. Just put it in here. Then we want to look for, then just search collision, this one. So the invisibility we're going to give our like our player. I don't really understand this block well. I've been trying, this took me a while to understand, but like if we set our collision of our actor to Stencyl, so it won't like create any. Okay, I'm just going to put it in the code and you guys are going to see it because I can't really explain it. Okay, just put it there. Then let's see. Choose our group of hero. Then this time I'm not going to use our power up. So this time I'm going to use like if he hits an enemy, he should just like pass through the enemy. Just like he can just pass through it. He's not going to be hit or anything like that. So our enemy was in the group of actors. Let me just show you enemies. Team properties. See, as you can see, it's actors. So let's go back into our hero, and now we want to fade our actor a little bit so it can look like he's like invisible or just faded to look like he can pass through anything to make people understand the game. Okay, so fade actor. Okay, yeah, let's just say 50% using 1 second with a normal out. Then when this happens, this would be like, I don't understand. See, okay, I'm getting confused. Okay, I'm just going to put the code in and you guys are going to see how it works. So then after that, let's go into our enemy. Just leave that code for now. Let's go back into our enemy. Okay, let's just bring this out. Okay. This is our code that says if our actor hits the enemy, let our actor die. Let me just die. So in our, when we're creating the game attributes power up, we set our power up to false initially. So if, like, let's now put this one in. So go to the if statement, grab equals, then game attributes. Okay, where will I find this? Okay, no, boolean. If power-ups equal, okay, not power-ups, because I just created that one. Now power-up equals false, this should happen. But at the beginning of the game, we already said that our power-up should be false. Then in our hero, we say that if there's a collision between our power-up and our hero, set it to true. So when our power-up is set to true, or okay, when it's set to true, our actor won't die. So let's just go put this into code and put it here. All we're saying is that if our power up equals false, it should kill the actor. But if it's equal to true, it should not kill that actor. He can just pass through it. All that stuff. And then this also the same. This is like the actor stomping on the hero stomping on the enemy. So if our power up equals to false, the hero can't stomp on the enemy, he can't kill the enemy. So it's just the same thing, just add it to your code. Just the same thing. Then what else? What else? Okay. Then now let's just test the game. Okay, let's test it and see what will happen. Okay, it's compiling. Boop, boop, boop. It's compiling. Why is it taking so long to compile? Wow, it's taking so long. Compiling, compiling, it's compiling. Okay, why is it taking so long? Let's just wait. It's compiling. Let's wait. It's compiling. Compiling. Wow, it's taking. Okay, now it's done. Flip, I forgot to put our power up into our level. This is just the basic game. If you guys watch my other Stencyl tutorials I did before this, you can see how to just make this simple game like this. You can run, left, jump, how to make the rock move left and right. Just check in my other videos. Okay, now let's put our power up into our game. I totally forgot. Okay, power up, putting it into the game. Okay, let's check our power up. Let me see. Now if you're like your power up, the collision like box is too, it's too wide, you can just reduce it using this, like the width, change it to like maybe 8 is going to reduce. So my initial was 12. Then you can push it around using the X and Y position. Like 45 is going to move. What was here before? 9. No, let's see. 10. Okay, then our physics. Okay, cannot be pushed, it cannot rotate. Okay, so is that all? I've added it into the scene. Okay, then test game. See, when I pray, it doesn't take that much time like it took the other time. Still compiling. Compiling. Okay, it's done. Okay, now let's see. Without eating the weight, let me jump over it. Without taking the power up, you can see if he dies instantly when he touches the rock head. So now let's try taking the power up. See, our character is like he got faded to a level that he looks invisible. So now let's try going to our rock. Now you see he can pass through it, like pass through it, come left, come right. He can pass through it. And whenever you want to power up, you don't want it to last forever, so that it won't just be like a cheat in the game. Because this is basically a cheat. He can just walk through the level without getting hit, nothing like that. So now let's go add a timer for our power up to like go out. Okay, so let's go into our hero. Then we're going to get a do after. A do after. So do a do after. We're going to put it here. Then we want to duplicate this one by just press Alt and drag. Then drag. Then we're going to like, this is where you determine how long your power up should stay. So let me just keep it at 5 seconds. Then we want to duplicate this also, so Alt, drag. So this shouldn't be true anymore. It should be changed to falls. So falls, and then we want to fade our actor back to his normal, like his normal form. So alt and drag to duplicate. So 100% over 1 second. So now let's test it out. I sure hope this works, because like you can make other power-ups like a jump boost. Like if a power-up is taken, just set your Y speed to, if your initial Y speed is like -40, you can set it to like -80 for a jump boost. Speed, like your X speed is -10 or 10 and -10, you can just change it to -50 and +50. You understand, guys? So let's test it out. Okay, after 5 seconds, I think this should be simple enough to add just like a simple power up to your game, to your Stencyl game. So compiling. Bloop, deep, bloop. It's still compiling. Why is it taking so much time? Maybe it's because we've added new code. Okay, it's done. Okay, now let's try hitting. He dies instantly. As soon as he just walks into the rock head, he dies. You can check my other videos to know how to do that. Okay, he's faded to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see he comes back, and as soon as he comes back to his normal state, he gets killed. But not now, he does not get killed. So as you can see, he does not get killed. So thank you guys for watching today's video. I hope you learned enough. I hope you learned how to make your own power up. You can do many things with this, many things. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.